What is hard not to notice, isn't it? That's why we guide your mind away from the details of what's bothering you into the laws of the universe and your connection to who you really are. We help you to understand that you have created a vibrational version that you're not that familiar with. You've been building it incrementally. Each time something goes wrong or each time something is not the way you want it, you launch it. And so it's vivid and it's real. And we can see it, but you can't. Because if you could see it, you would have started out with something different just now. You would have said, I've got this awesome collection of wonderful things and help me move in the direction of those. But you weren't emphasizing the awesome collection of wonderful things. You're emphasizing the collection of things that you know are holding you back. So you got to stop doing that. But that's easier said than done, isn't it? Because humans, you've been almost forced, no one's really forced, but really strongly influenced by those around you to face your reality. Otherwise, they think you're not wise. They would call you a foolish dreamer and one who doesn't face reality. And we want you to understand that you're not a foolish dreamer, but you must let the dream can be non-resistant. And so a non-resisted dream that hasn't manifested is awesome in comparison with reality that makes you unhappy every day. Many humans would say, no, it's better to face a reality that hurts your gut than a dream that makes you sore. And we say, then somebody that says that does not understand the way the laws of the universe work. They don't understand how people move from unwanted to wanted, or from less to more, or from sick to well, or from confused to clarity. In other words, there's a path. There's a path. We call it the path of least resistance. It would be better called the path of most allowance. But we don't ever want you to feel bad about having resistance along your path. We just want you to tune in to your broader perspective, who will guide you around the resistance. You have to get rid of it, just don't keep it active. So we want to hear you. We are not trying to dissuade you from your conversation. We just want you to know that you can get to where you want to be from wherever you are. And the reason that it doesn't happen instantaneously is because you have a bunch of beliefs that are in the way. Beliefs that you keep making active that are resistant, that hinder the signal. We would encourage you to seek the pleasure of alignment. But before you can do that, you have to know these things. You have to know you sifted and sorted and did step 1, and step 2 has been done for you. You have to know that what you're asking for is a done deal. That you set the goal in step 1, your inner being took care of it, and now you've got one thing to do and one thing to do only, and that's line up with what you've asked for. If you're setting an accurate goal, if you were really telling it like it is, and someone says, what's your goal? You would say, it's now. What? Yeah, it's now. What? Yeah, it's already done. What I've asked for is done. Where is it? Well, that's a little hard to explain, so I'm not going to try. Say to them. Oh, it's one of those imaginary things, your friends might say. It's not imaginary. It's gestating. It's becoming. It's gathering momentum and cooperative components, and it's awesome. And I'm coming into alignment with it. Well, what's your timetable? When it's ready. What's your timetable? When I'm ready to let it in. When I have stopped beating up on myself through sacrifice and struggle. When I've come to the place of enough worthiness that I will let it in. That's the timetable. Well, how long is that going to take? Longer now that I'm talking with you. Because you're activating all that old stuff that doesn't work for anybody. You see, you might say to them, you see, I've decided that I don't want a mediocre creation. I just don't want to try a little harder than most so that I get a little more than most. I want to enact the awesome power of non-resistant thought. But in order to discover and personally utilize the awesome power of non-resistant thought, I got to stop thinking thoughts that are resistant. And when I look at what is resistant to what's becoming. Because what is not enough money in my bank account. And what is too much hard work. And what is doing too many things that I don't want to do. And what is putting up with the status quo. And what is settling and compromise and sacrifice. What is in the way of what's coming. So every time I focus upon what is, I'm in the way of what's becoming because they're different. What's in my vortex is prosperity and agility and clarity and the ability to be or do or have anything that I desire. And I've been living enough step one, and I've put so many pieces, ingredients into my vortex, and they've gathered all the cooperative components so much that I can't even recognize the awesomeness of what's in the process of becoming for me. So all I have to do, we're speaking from your perspective to a friend who's wanting to understand, all I have to do is stay out of my own way by not trying to make it happen too soon, or by not demanding that it be ready before I am. I'm just practicing alignment, 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 alignment. And you know what begins to happen? You see, since this vibrational reality, we call it a vortex because it spins like that. It does. It gathers momentum like that. And this vibrational reality, this vortex of yours is high, non-resistant frequency. So in order for you to tune into it rather than the not enoughness of reality, you have to quiet the not enoughness thoughts. Otherwise your vibration won't rise to it. So meditation is a really good way. When you quiet your mind, you stop thought. And when you stop thought, you stop resistant thought, and your vibration will rise. And when your vibration rises, then what's in the vortex begins to occur to you. We've given it a new description recently because we want you to understand how it comes. It comes in the form of impulse or insight or daydream. Esther's discovering that if she will meditate and quiet her mind and then just allow her mind to wander once she's under the influence of that these delicious ideas are flowing to her, and she's no longer trying to put the pieces of them together to make something happen with them. She's watching them like a pleasurable movie, because what these dreams are, they're not actionable right now. It's not get on them and ride them right now. They are evidence of your alignment. The daydreams are evidence of your alignment. So the more you're receiving those dreams, then the more evidence you have of that alignment. And when that becomes the momentum that you're reaching for, then these thoughts begin to turn to impulses, and the impulse then pays off. It's like you have actual awareness that an idea that came led to this and led to this and led to this and led to this, and suddenly right here within your grasp is something that you've really been wanting. And it doesn't feel like this far-fetched out there in the cosmos sort of thing. It's real. So can you feel what we are wanting to accomplish here? We want you to feel the realness of this vibrational reality, and we want you to feel the nowness of it. And there's a big difference between that and setting a goal. You could set a goal that is like this. It's more like a segment intention. It's my intention to sit and quiet my mind and allow my vibration to rise. That's a really good intention.